All right, the teams have switched. We are good to go. Sorry about that. What a night. What a night. And I've got to finish for a challenger game for 8 p.m. We might be a little bit late on the challenger game. We might be a little bit late. Anyway, everything is now fixed. Blue team are defending first. Still, it's just a different team playing blue now. It is Vanquish, so they are going to ban first. Now, I'd like to see a Maverick ban, but we are going to see the Thatcher ban, which is what most people go for. I talked about this every time we play Clubhouse. I'm not going to talk about it again. People just persist in banning Thatcher on this map instead of Maverick. Now, I'm not against the Thatcher ban entirely. I just think Maverick is equally good, well, better to take off than Thatcher. But we're going to lose Ace. Whoa, what is Brisk Zach going to do now? Because that is his main. That is his main. We do lose Simple Sign-On. We will do a pause when we get back. Oh, never mind. We don't need to pause. He has returned already, just like that. Good thing that they can ban without him. That's going to be Vigil getting taken out of play. So that's going to make the roam games a little bit more challenging. You don't need huge roams on this map. Certainly not when you're playing downstairs, at least. So that's not going to be a huge problem. But still, Vigil is a great operator. Certainly one of my favorites to play. Certainly one of my favorites. Let's see who the blue ban is going to be. It is going to be Valkyrie, who we did see get banned last night on this map as well. So interesting to see that that's what teams are doing now, quite commonly. By no means these are the first 2 times I've seen Valkyrie get banned here. But it is becoming a little bit more common, I think. A little bit more common. All right. So those are the bans up on the screen. It will say that we've got our guy Dylan on analysis, but we don't. We've covered that already. It's going to be just me flying solo tonight. Hopefully you guys can accept that. Now, German Bedroom is going to be the first site to get played. This is interesting because normally, of course, the first site to get played is going to be CCTV or Church and Arsenal. So this could be a great bait. Now, Mirror has been 6 picked. Mirror would be a superb giveaway to show that this is the site that Vanquish were playing. But instead, they've managed to fake it. And we'll only realize before they even get into the game. Simon playing on the Twitch going to be coming over there from parking area. 3 other players coming over here from the warehouse. They're expecting the site to be over here, but they're going to be surprised when they find that it's not. Brissac coming over to do the extended hold in cash and CCTV, with Envy closing off construction to the outside world. Patches, walls, all being opened up. Signal jammers and Mozzie will be used to great effect to stop drones. This looks like a good setup coming out from the boys of Vanquish right now. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one's going to play out. We do have a tweet. Let's pop that up on the screen there. Thank you very much for that one. Don't forget, you can tweet hashtag TXB Pro, and your tweet might appear on stream. Now, we can see the 2 players have spawned over here on construction. Now that they know that this is where the site is, we've got YJoe all on his own over there, ready to come to Strip Club with Simple Sign-On, not changing his spawn at all, and Psycho sticking with the warehouse push. We've got Envy down below on blue. And the rest of the attackers, or defenders rather, are all upstairs on site, except for Zach, who is just playing slightly off site, along with Eli, who's gonna... Eli taking some pressure here from up above, and there's not much Eli can do about this. He's just got a hold there. But Shines is gonna give up that position. He's gonna send out the breaching round. And that is gonna do a whole load of damage to Eli, who is gonna back out and make it away on his toes nicely as Kix does drone. They know that he is left. The Silent is going to come round to the windows to try and do some damage from here. And the Kix does take a load of damage as he has dropped into the hatch. Shines is going to push first, and he does get that kill onto ZimGN. ZimGN, now taken out of play, is going to watch cams and give his teammates the call as Silent goes down to ridiculously low health. Now to nothing as Brissac does finish that kill. But a C4 from below from Envy. Nicely done there by the Mozzie. That's the C4 spent. 3 versus 3 now. And this round is going great guns. We're only a minute and a half in and we're already on a 3 versus 3. Player down. That is kicks in logistics. Eli goes to pick up the kill, but he's not going to be able to. He's going to vault back in, and he is just going to get that pick. Nicely done. 3 versus 2 as Psycho gets taken out of play. Why Joe? He has managed to open up Jacuzzi Wall, it seems. He's got Diffuser. He now needs to work out what he's going to do with it. 1 versus 3 attempt here, as we see Oni trying to find cams to watch to give him the calls. We've got the 2 players from Vanquish watching the defaults, just trying to get the spot onto White Joe to see where it's going to come from. But at the moment, it looks like he's just going to spend some time having a bit of an informal tactical time. Oh, no, he's going to get the kill. He's going to drop down. He's going to take down Envy 1v2. He's very low on health. Is this winnable? We've got Just Toby playing here in the gym, watching down into that smoke grenade. White Joe picks up another. This isn't the kind of work we expect to see from White Joe. He is not a fragger. Smoke grenade's going to go out, and that is going to blind Envy to Eli to what's going on in that door. Plant is going down. It's going to be successful. Eli is not going to be able to deny it. White Joe possibly coming. Oh no, Eli does manage to deny it. He gets the kill post plant, and he is going to get that diffuser. What a round. Vanquish doing incredibly well at the start. White Joe almost clutched it up, but just at the last moment, Eli just dashing back into the room, manages to get the kill. Well played. Well played to Joe and Eli. Especially Joe. Joe isn't a fragger. He's not known for fragging, at least. It's not the role that he is known for. So for him to come in a 1 versus 3 and actually manage to take down 2 of them and get the plant down in the 1 versus 1, hats off. Hats off. A lot of people in the past have spent time talking nonsense about Joe. And hopefully here he's taking the opportunity to show that maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're wrong. He could be turning out to be Oni's very own Goga. As we do go downstairs to Church and Arsenal, gym and bedroom, the primary site has been won for Vanquish. They can't go back there. They're not going to go to CCTV. Instead, they are going to head all the way downstairs and see what they can do down here. What's going on in the chat? All right. That was a great round. I enjoyed that. Vanquish picking off players nice and early with the refrags coming out from Oni. Vanquish shouldn't have allowed that to get down to the 1v1 that it was and the plant. It should have stayed as a 3v1 to a 3v nothing or a 2v nothing. To go down to a 3v1 and a plant is not cool for Vanquish, but they did manage to bring it back. So I'm going to say Oni were looking a lot better there. A lot better. If their players just hadn't died early, that could well have been around there for Oni starting off. But it is what it is. What happens, happens. Shines is going to start to open up that doorway into kitchen. He's going to send in his Gemini to get the intel and see what's going on in there. We know there's no Valkyrie cams because Valkyrie's not in play. But he's going to look around for Maestro cams. You always need to look above you as well in case there's a player up above. Over here, looking through a hole in the floor to deny any hard utility going onto that hatch. Now, Hibana is in play. That's good to see. We've also got Thermite, so doubling down on the hard breach utility for Oni, which can only go in their favor. They might even triple down if it wasn't for the fact that our friend Ace is banned, which is really going to frustrate Zach when the side switch. But there we go. 4 pellets go down, but it is successfully impact tricked by Brisk Zach. Psycho is going to go for another 2 this time, so if it gets impact tricked, he only loses 2 bits of utility, which is very sensible. Impact trick does fail, and those 2 pellets are going to go off, allowing that hatch to open up a little bit. Shines goes for the kill through the hole, but Zach manages to get it instead. Second set of X-Kairos go down. That hatch is now going to get open, and Vanquish are going to have to watch out for that hatch, as Brisak is going to be watching the bottom of the main stairs. In GN sitting here in dirt tunnel behind the shield, watching and waiting as smoke as you do. Eli just watching cams. Great teamwork coming out here from Vanquish to give intel to their teammates. As Psycho running around to the side. Kicks making his way down, but he doesn't know that there's going to be a brisk Zach just laying on the middle of the floor like a little slug. Just laying there, waiting. Laying there, waiting for someone to come down, and he does get that pick. He's been playing with MYR a little bit too much, just laying in the middle of the floor, just waiting for kills. Just Toby has a pre-placed C4, it seems. He's going to watch that hatch, but there is no one there coming. Instead, we are going to see the hatch in blue getting opened up. And that is going to be the drop for Psycho, possibly. Diffuser in the hands of Y Joe, already at the bottom of the main stairs. So any drop that is made here by Psycho is going to be simply a flank and bait and fake type move. 4 versus 3. Y Joe, get ready to get those calls and start to move in. Random gunfire goes down. He's going to peek it, which I wouldn't recommend. He's got 2 exothermite charges in his pocket. Will he be able to get this wall open? It's not being stopped by any utility whatsoever, but Sinan does get taken down by Just Toby, as does Psycho. And White Joe's yet again left all on his own. He's in a 1 versus 4. Smoke grenades go out, but Eli pre-firing all through the smoke. Manages to eventually get the pick. He knows roughly where White Joe's going to be. He takes a gamble, and that gamble pays off. And that allows Vanquish to win another round. Now, Vanquish are not going to go back to Church and Arsenal just yet. They can't go to gym and bedroom, which was their primary site. They are going to go to CCTV instead. Let's see how this one's going to play out for them. As we're bringing Echo, but it is going to get 6 pick for Clash. This is interesting. Brisk Zach playing on Clash. I don't think I've ever seen Zach play Clash. Never. This is an interesting choice. A very interesting choice. Now, Just Toby will look to see where he puts his electro claws down. We'd expect to see maybe 2, or we'd expect to see 2 of them used on that main balcony wall. One possibly hid in the shelving unit, the other one above the drone hole on the other side, just to make sure, or to try to avoid the utility being taken out too easily. It will certainly deny the Ash from below, who typically would open up a hole underneath here and take it out from underneath. But Just Toby will be looking to do something a little bit more unique with his electro claws. Let's see what he decides to do. No one opens up rotates here anymore, which is very interesting to see. Started towards the very end of season 1 of this league, maybe the beginning of season 2, but no more do people open up rotates here in this wall, which I like to see. I never really liked the rotate being there. I always felt a little bit exposed, and people do different stuff now. MV just rotating around there on the top of the staircase. Let's see where Toby's going to put those electro claws. Come on, Toby. He's going to put one up there. Other one's going to go downstairs underneath, right here in the corner. So there you go, Just Toby giving us great electro claw. Electro claw? Electro claw. Is it electro claw or electro claw? I think it's electro claw, isn't it? It is electro claw. Giving us great tips there on how to place them to make things a little bit more difficult for the attackers. If you've got Thatcher on the board, those electro claws aren't going to get taken out, but Maverick could still make his way in, which is why you want Maverick banned. Sinan somehow has taken some damage, but here you go. 2 electro claws have been used. C4 goes out, but it doesn't do a lick of damage to anybody. Sinan is going to get back onto the electro claw. That grenade's going to go out. It's not going to find anything. It's not going to take out any electricity. They need to know where those electro claws are, but with... There we go. There's the drones trying to spot them, and they're going to realize, hey, there's actually nothing here. Shines should know to move his drone into the hallway, but that is going to get taken out by ZimGN. He gets 2 picks, and that grenade is going to go off, and that electro claw is going to stay alive. We need to see Maverick just tricking here, and then they're going to need Ash to open up that hole rather than try to tackle this conventionally. But this play has completely stumped the attack. You've got Maverick. Just get on the case of Maverick trick, for goodness sake. Don't stand here. Just, this is a whole minute and a half wasted by Toby's electro claws. Sending out breaching charges to try and take it down. Breaching rounds, but it's not worked. It's done some damage to ZimGN, but it's not enough. Maverick trick. Oni, Maverick trick. Oh, Shine standing outside just looking, but he cannot find the electro claws at all. Simple Sinan now getting on the Maverick trick case. They are now wising up and starting to do what they should have been doing a hell of a long time ago, as Just Toby does take a whole load of damage here in construction. He is going to back out as Lekix takes down ZimGN. Shines is down but not out. That wall is ripe for the picking, but Ash is out of play and he's not going to be able to get it open. Thermite could walk up to it and risk his little feet to get that open. Sinon has no grenades. Psycho actually can open it with a breaching charge, but he does risk exposing himself hugely, so they need someone to watch it. Joe has diffuser. Looks like they are just going to try to make their way up the main staircase, but Envy is there waiting. He's going to run out and he's going to get that pick. 4 versus 2 as Psycho peeking through the doorway of Gareth, looking up onto the rafters, but there is no one there to find, as Brisak knows exactly where Psycho is. Psycho's going to back out, and this, without a shadow of a doubt, is a round for Vanquish. There we go. Brisak, or was it Eli? I think it was Brisak, I think there. Just pokes his face out, gets that kill. I am stunned, ladies and gentlemen. Stunned that Oni failed to make their way into CCTV. Stunned. It is what it is. It is what it is. They're going to be kicking themselves. But they're going to have to just move on. They're going to have to move on and get over it because it happened. Shines 6 picking off of the fuse onto Ying. Nice to see. Mira being swapped out for Kai. Now this is interesting. This is interesting, and this could be a big play here for... Actually, it's not a big play. It's not a big play for the boys on Vanquish because this is the only site they can go to. Church is still locked after their victory there. CCTV is locked after just winning it. Which means that Gym and Bedroom is the only realistic site to go to. Let's take a look at some map stats for this map. Now, Clubhouse, not Clubhouse. I'm not Canadian. Clubhouse. Clubhouse is 50% attack and defender favored equally. Gym and Bedroom, 41% attacking favored. So 60%-ish of the time we should see the defensive side winning on this site. We've seen them win it once already. So there's technically like a 9 to 10% chance that they should win it this time. It should be in favor of the attack, but let's see if Oni will manage to do that. I'm still dumbfounded at that last round, people. Still dumbfounded. How Vanquish managed to confuse Oni for so long is beyond me. Especially considering in last season, Free Elo managed to trick Vanquish into thinking that that was actually the site when Free Elo were over in the Gym and Bedroom. And Vanquish didn't realize until like 30 seconds were remaining. So great to see Vanquish doing similar, not similar, but tricking their opponents just as badly. Well played. Skynes opening up windows, taking a bit of damage as he does with a jump out from Eli. Eli with the big balls just jumps right out there. Eli is 6-0 right now. That's the 6 KD for this man. He is literally unstoppable as Envy is watching, waiting for the rappel. He has an idea someone's gone up, but that door isn't prepped enough to jump out. He'd have to smash it again and give away his position, letting Sinon know, but that isn't going to happen just yet. Zach is here in cash, just trying to hold back any players that come through as Eli takes down the second. Eli doing exceptionally well for Vanquish right now. 4 versus 3. Sinon just making his way in here, trying to take control of cash. Does he know that Zach is here? Zach doesn't know that he's coming around. Psycho does get taken down as Zach turns his back and starts to make his way out. Zach takes a bit of damage from behind though. That is Simple Sinon shooting him in the back as he is making a run for it. 3 versus 2. As Envy takes down one of his own, leaving Simple Sinon in a 1 versus 3, becoming a very, very common theme here for Oni to be left in the 1v3. Pre-fires coming up from the other side of that wall. Simple Sinon tries to retaliate, but doesn't manage to do any damage to his opponent. He has a fair bit of utility left. We see Envy go for the big plays by jumping out. Sinon does manage to get the pick onto Eli. That's his reign of terror over. That is going to not spoil his KD because a 0 and a 1 in a KD don't really make any difference. So it's not spoiled, but it's not quite as sexy for him as the 6-0. Sinon just trying to pre-fire everything, not knowing where the attackers are. Sounded like a C4 went out there, so Sinon is going to have to go outside. He's got no diffuser and he's got 30 seconds. He's going to go for that diffuser, it looks like. Oh, he manages to spot Brisk. Zach just running away. He goes to pick it up, and he is going to head his way back into Jim. Pre-firing as he makes his way in, but Zach is there in the hallway, ready and waiting. He knows what's coming, and he does manage to get the kill, putting another round on the board for Vanquish, making it a nice, clean 4-0 right now. Vanquish last week didn't look hugely strong against Athena. This week against Oni, apart from some shakes in round number 1, they're looking really good so far. They're looking really good. Hey, Kangaroo Kenny, I just spotted you there in the stream. Welcome to the stream, my guy. I do like it when Kangaroo Kenny joins us. Fun fact, Kangaroo Kenny is not Australian. First time I casted with him, I was so disappointed. I turned up for the cast like, hey, Kangaroo Kenny, you're going to cast with an Australian. This is going to be brilliant. No holds barred. And then, he's not Australian. It was still great fun, to be honest. One of my favourite duo casts that I've done. But, yeah, I was expecting an Australian chap. Oh, well. Oh, well. I hope your team is doing well on the circuit against the likes of Navi right now, Kenny. All right, so Toby is going to be making his way up to get the hatches. The boys from Vanquish downstairs setting up for the standard setup, it looks like, here in Church and Arsenal. We've got Eli placing down the ADSs. We will no doubt have a smoke coming over here. That would be SimGN sticking himself behind a shield, waiting for a push through Dirt Tunnel, which Oni didn't do last time. So will they do it this time to mix it up, or will they do the same thing they tried last time, which was a hard push through Kitchen Hatch and also Moto Hatch? Sorry, not Moto Hatch, Blue Hatch. They did go downstairs. We did see them try to assault here, but it didn't work out for them. They just sent White Joe on his own, and it didn't work out. So if they want to make that play again, they need to do it just a little bit better this time. Let's see what they'll pull out the bag. Just Toby running around downstairs. Envy standing, waiting for someone to come through. Sophia just outside on drones, like she's getting ready to push in. That is Simple Side, and he does start to make his way, and this could be an easy kill for SimGN. Now, Sophia went back onto that drone very purposely, like he's checking for intel to see if there's still a player there. Simple Simon is perfectly lined up for the headshot. Just a little bit too high. There we go. He gets back into position. Here comes Sophia. Oh, but he moves just as Sophia comes past the door. Now she comes back. Gives himself away, and Sinon does get that frag just as MB goes down. 4 versus 4. We hear the Hibana X Kairos going down onto the hatch. That is going to start to try to do some work. No damage done just yet. 2 pellets are going to get Electro Claw tricked by Just Toby. Why Joe goes to see if there's a pick underneath the hatch, but there isn't. Just Toby does take a bit of damage from the bottom of that main stairs, and he is just going to retreat his way into Church and start to hold on here for the last half of the round. Now, it looks like Jaeger has been spotted by Simple Sinon. He's going to be watching and waiting. Banshee going to get taken out of commission. We've got a proximity... Sorry, another Banshee here as well. That's not going to do anything to any players coming down here, but it will affect any players coming down here. Hibana, instead, switching it up, going for Moto Hatch. So we are getting a different play coming out here from Oni. They are going to attack from here instead. Toby, does he have any Electro Claws in his pocket? No, he doesn't. They have all been spent. One over here. Not sure where the other one went. But this wall is now going to get opened up by Psycho. Just Toby realizing it is going to start watching the staircase, waiting for a possible push. Do the attackers know he's here? They are going to know any moment now as stun grenades are going out. C4 is going to get ripped. That's not going to do any damage to Kicks as just Toby peeks it away out. But White Joe, just like his former teammate Chris Zach, is laying in the middle of the floor, and with the very 9 managed to get the kill. Eli does manage to get that refract though, making it 3 versus 3. Zach takes down his former stablemate. 3 versus 2. 3 versus 1 as Eli takes down another, leaving Lee Kicks all on his own yet again for Oni. And a 3 versus 1, playing as Jackal. He's got 2 scans left, 20 seconds to go. The chances of Kicks clutching this up very, very slim. He sees the Mozzie, sorry, the Jaeger. He opens fire, does manage to down him, tries to pick him off just to clean up that KD a little bit, sitting there on the 3-4, but he's not going to get it. As he rushes in, he realizes he's got no diffuser. He can't make the plant. He tries to finish off the kill with a knee shot, but he's not going to be successful, and the round is over. 5-0 in favor of Vanquish, and that's a win based on time. Well played to Vanquish, who are holding this down exceptionally well. With 5 rounds under their belt in a row, they're going to go to CCTV, the last viable site that they can possibly play at this moment in time, before they switch sides and go on to the attack. Zach is going to bring out the Echo. Is he going to 6-pick it like he did last time? That is the question. We haven't seen Blackbeard played before by anyone from Oni, and that is going to be stuck. The Kicks obviously deciding that he's not having enough luck with any other operator. He needs to put a shield in front of his face if he wants to pick up that KD. Clash is going to be brought out by Zach again, with Nomad being brought out by Shines instead of the Hibana. They've got Thermite, they've got Maverick. Hopefully this time they are going to be able to make their way through that main wall, which they failed so spectacularly to do the last time they attacked this site, back in round number 3. Hey Merxy, welcome to the stream.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
From last season came, and this map is 50-50 when it comes to attacker and defensive sides. If we look at the stats from last season, we can see Clubhouse overall 50-50 throughout the whole season were the stats. Now this site itself is the most balanced site at a 51% attacker win rate, 49% defense. Now Kangaroo Kenny drops the big bomb, but his name isn't even Kenny. Oh my god. What a day. What a day. Kenny with the major disappointments. Funny enough,
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
we've got a player on free elo who's called Colin. His name ain't Colin. It's like, when I found that out, my brain was fried. Like, what? How? What? I've been calling him Colin all this time. Oh, White Joe, the early pick. You put him on Maverick, he's going to pick up those kills. He does manage to take down Envy, as I'm just sitting here waffling on. That is Jaeger taken out of play. Now, Envy has been a big fragger for his team here, going 7-4 right now. Not as much as Eli, who's 10-1. 10-1. Woo. But still, that's a big loss for the attack. Now here we are just going straight for the Maverick trick. No more fannying about. They are just going for the Maverick trick, and then to get that wall open, they've got Zofia, who'll be able to open it up once that reinforcement is taken down. We've got Shines just snaking his way into sight. And finally, Oni, since round number 1, this is the first time they have looked like they could possibly take a dub here. The first time that they have gone into the driving seat. Drones getting picked up here, sending it into sight. They've managed to get past that Mozzie Pest. That main wall is open. A much better take here coming out from Oni. White Joe making his way up, opening up a cheeky little hole here to walk through so they can get a plant onto default. No players down below with the C4s. Kicks is covering that to make sure no one comes down to deny the plant from underneath. White Joe is going to take a bit of damage, but he's going to go in and start to plant in the midst of that gas grenade. It's just Toby. He jumps out. He goes to shoot up the default plant, but he doesn't get the kill. There is a team kill instead, though. That's from Psycho, as Eli does get that kill in a post-plant situation. 3 versus 2 in the post-plant. Kicks is outside. He should be able to defend that diffuser. Shines is going to get damaged with that gas. He's got to drop down, but Xinjiang takes him out from behind. 1 versus 3 post-plant. All Kicks has to do is defend that diffuser, but he's going to have to watch out for someone running out from garage. He's going to have to watch out for the holes. He's going to do a lot of damage. He's got to watch out for the jump out there. Kill goes to Eli. And there you have it, 6-0 at the end of the first half.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
For Vanquish. Wowzers. Oni. Vanquish. What is happening? I was worried we weren't going to finish this game in time for challenges, but if it continues at this rate, we'll be over in 5 minutes. Oni need to really, really pick up their game. Really need to pick up their game. Hey, Gracie Farrad, so you just realized you popped into the stream. I see you started streaming recently. I saw your Twitch announcement. Hopefully you're doing well on the streams. You and J2. All right, Envy is going to 6-pick Ash. Who's he going to go on to? That is the magic question. He's going to go on to Sledge. Oni are perfectly happy with their lineup right now. They are not going to switch it up. They are going to stick it. They're going to Church and Arsenal, a classic primary site for teams. Nothing different here. I just don't know what to say.
Attackers need to
Real name
locate
is Ryan.
and defuse
Hey, thank you, Kenny, for revealing that. There's a lot of Ryans in the community, I've noticed. Revolve Ryan, Cheetah Ryan. There was someone else recently whose name I found out was Ryan after thinking it was something else. Anyway, enough about that. Giants picking up the Ella. Psycho playing on the Bandit, replacing them on Churchill. Let's see what kind of setup we get coming out here. We've got a bit of a defense going up here in Dirt Tunnel, but nothing huge. Just some reinforcements. It looks like we're not going to have any players sitting in dirt, which is a common play on this site. Only though, mixing it up, not going for that, but they are going for the late hatch reinforcements. This isn't what we like to see. If this is read into by the attack, they could very quickly come over here and get a free kill onto White Joe. Oh no, there's a team kill. Was that an accident? I'm not sure. That was Envy, right? That must have been an accident. Unless there were skins.
Jammer deployed.
Okay, so it looks like they've done it for a skin. It's not actually banned, that skin, though. What? There wasn't even any... Looking in the match chat, and there wasn't even any response to it. From... Toby actually asked Oni if they want him to be team killed because of the... Because of the skin, even though it's bright yellow. No reply, but he did it anyway. I guess Envy just thought, hey, I've got an opportunity here. The Chief says he can be team killed. I'm just going to go for it. As Eli takes down Psycho to even things out and make it a 4 versus 4. I am flummoxed, but still, 1 minute 50 seconds to go. Sinan playing here in the strip club for his pleasure. No one coming in from that side, but he will be here watching for the flank. But we do have Vanquish going for the big take here on Dirt Tunnel. In fact, there's a 3-man stack on it. They must have realized that there is no defense here at all, and they're just going to make their way down. To be fair, though, this is a common take for Vanquish. Very frequently, we see Vanquish taking through the Dirt Tunnel, so I'm not surprised to see it. Eli's going to send the drone in first, and Zim BN is going to come into the kitchen, presumably to maybe do some damage to the hatch in here, as Zach is just going to watch. Zach's been sitting here for 2 minutes. I'm sure of it. Zach has been sitting here for almost 2 minutes, just watching and waiting for his moment to get a kill. He's at 6 and 2 right now. He's doing good. As Brissac does finally get that pick, I came off the cam just a little bit too soon. Kix does refrag, and it's a 3 versus 3. I've got no idea what's going to happen here, people. This should be an Oni round. It's a 3 versus 3. 45 seconds to go. All the utility is in place. C4 goes out, but it doesn't find the target. Gunfire raining down onto White Joe through that hatch. Oni here fighting for survival. They need 6 rounds in a row to go to overtime. Kix does get taken down by Eli, who's continuing to do damage. 14 and 3. He knows where Mute is. He doesn't re-peek it, though. He does go back. Simple Sinon take a load of damage. He's upstairs in the kitchen. He's not going to be able to deny that plant. The plant is successful as he gets taken down. White Joe, last man standing for Oni. Again, 1 versus 3. Very common. I do not see this going the way of Oni. And I think we can chalk this up as the first 7-0 of the league this season. White Joe not even trying to deny it right now. Eli with another TK. And there we go, 7-0. That is an oof for Oni. Most unfortunate there. No one expected that. No one expected it. What have Vanquish been doing? What have Vanquish been doing to turn their abilities around just like that? Let's head back over to the studio. which is where you can find me sitting here on my cam waiting.